Have fun. Today I am going to give you a summary of 10 days to faster reading summary. 10 days to faster reading summary helps you bring your reading skills to the current century even if you have stopped developing them like most of us with the end of elementary school by helping you select what to read in a better way and giving you actionable techniques to read and retain faster and better. 10 Day to Fast Reading is the result of America number one speed reading expert teaming up with the Princeton Language Institute over the span of 10 days. It encourages you to run various reading experiments so you can figure out which bad reading habits you have to let go of, which good ones will help you, and what reading techniques you have already mastered, whether you think you lack the time, the attention, or the memory to properly read. This book gives you a stretch of rope to hold on to and pull yourself out of the hole. Here, three lessons to help you to become a better reader. Don't just read everything, be picky and ask some questions first. Preview everything you read. This is the second point. Preview everything you read. Third, focus on important keywords to grasp sentence without reading them. Ready to read like a pro? Let's crank up you literally in tech. Lesson 1. Be restrictive with what you read by asking the two questions. Just like first, true productivity doesn't mean doing everything but doing it faster. Being a prolific reader doesn't mean reading everything that lands in front of you. The easiest way to read more is to read less of the stuff you don't need to. Reading is a food for the mind, and just like a good diet requires you to take responsibility for what you put in your mouth, you will also have to stand up for what you put in your brain. The author suggests you ask yourself two crucial questions before ever reading anything longer than a tweet. First, why am I reading this? Second, why do I need the information that's in here? The first question helps you to figure out if you are just servicing someone else's request or your own desire of being able to say, I have read that. For example, just because you failed to read 2014 industry report for the past 2 years doesn't make it relevant now, so you might as well toss it. The second one digs it into whether you will actually use what you read. For example, a scientific paper that might help you solve an important problem of your client has to probably take precedence over your child homework review, especially if your kid is already a student. Lesson 2. Subject everything you are about to read to a preview. It might be enough. This won't work with fiction book, but for everything non-fiction, it helps a lot. By getting an overview of what a book or article is about, you will get a better sense of the bigger picture and figure out which part will be relevant for you to read in the first place. Just like you don't have to read everything that ends up in your hands, you don't have to read everything that's in whatever you do decide to read. Here's now. Read the title, forward, and text on the back flap, following by skimming the index. Then a leaf through the chapter and look at the headings and subheading. Read the first sentence of paragraph or chapter that seems interesting. After doing this, you will already have a good sense of what's about to come, which makes you less likely to have a reread lines and paragraph as you go through. According to authors, previewing can give you up to 40% of the information and sometimes That all you need. For example, a book like The One Thing has a predominant and a specific message which you can get in 5 minutes flat. That doesn't make the rest of the book bad or unnecessary, but depending on the time and place, it might be all you need for now until you return the book later. Lesson 3 that can we can learn. Focus on the important keyword to grasp sentence without reading them. You could look at the entire lesson above and instantly tell me what its core takeaway is without reading a single sentence. Why is that? Because I have bolded the most important keywords just by taking a glimpse at a paragraph above. You had instantly recognized that looking at the title, forward, black, back flap, text, and index gives you a great preview of the book. Usually, our eyes jump around while reading, but by following a constant stream of keywords, you can read more fluently. These keywords are often longer than three letters and carry the meaning of the sentence. This is easier in text with highlighted parts like this summary, but with a little training, you can employ this method even without particular visual guidance. So that's about this book. Thanks and have a nice day.